All right, so this knife thoughts video is going to be kind of an overview of these two knives. These are two budget-friendly out-the-front automatic knives, the Titan OTF and the Lightning Elite OTF. And these knives are both around $30, so they are definitely budget-friendly options. And I wanted to check them out and give you a quick look at them. Now, my experience with out-the-front knives is mostly with Axial. So I'm an affiliate of Axial. You can use the link in the description if you decide you'd like to get one of these. And then more recently, this HK Hogue micro incursion. And then I've, had some Microtechs in the past and things like that. Don't have any right now to compare these two. But these are a much different price range. So like I said, these are both around $30 depending on where you get them. Whereas the micro incursion, I got it on sale on Black Friday for about $120, $125, USA made. And then the Shift, I think that their price has gone up slightly recently, but they're around $240, $250, something like that, depending on what configuration you get. But this is the Wharncliffe 20 CV version, also made in the USA. So very different price range to be comparing these two. But that said, I've heard good things about certainly the Lightning out the front knives. You see reviews of them from other people that they're a good budget option, that they work fine. They're not fancy, but they work and are good if you want to get an out the front knife that you don't have to worry about losing or breaking, but will work for you. And then I have seen less, but some, similar sentiments on the Titan OTF. The real reason I got the Titan is because I like the color scheme, the black and yellow, and I wanted to have a double-edged knife since it seems like there's no restrictions on that here with out the front or automatic knives in general becoming decriminalized where I live. So, the first thing I noticed when I took this out is I actually got this one to keep for myself and the Lightning Elite to give to my dad. And the problem was that right away, and of course, who knows if it'll do it on camera. Here, I did get it on camera to send to the dealer, but right away, this one started bouncing off the tracks, specifically upon retracting. So I think that probably in the video it won't show it, of course, but when retracting the blade, it would bounce and be partly out, and just because of probably, which I have experienced on more expensive out the front knives, but probably because the latch that should basically pop open to hold the blade closed doesn't pop open or doesn't catch, and allows the blade to kind of bounce back. So I sure wish that it would show it live here in the video, but it might not. And so I emailed, oh, there we go, perfect timing. So it did happen. Now, how frequently is that happening so far? I haven't carried or used this knife because of this. How frequently is it happening? It's not happening every actuation, obviously. Maybe every 10 is what I've experienced so far. Now, it might have been more than that here in the video, but just around, the house, like I say, I haven't carried or used it, but it does seem like it happens relatively frequently, much more than I would expect, even from a budget knife. So I wasn't very happy with that. I wanted to keep and carry and use this one for myself, but I certainly don't want to, retract the blade or think I retracted the blade, go to put the knife in my pocket and, cut myself or my clothes. So I wasn't very happy with that, but at first, the Lightning Elite seemed pretty much good to go. The action is definitely nicer. So I want to, again, kind of show you a comparison here. There's a big difference in the sound. The Titan has that kind of spring bouncing around sound, which does not inspire confidence and is not how a higher end out the front knife will sound. So again, has that kind of loose sound. The Lightning doesn't have that, but there's the issue with the Lightning. So at first it seemed like it was working great, and then after some actuations and stuff, I didn't carry or use this one either because it is meant to be a gift. But after some actuations, it started bouncing upon coming out, or extending the blade, whatever you want to call it. So different than on the Titan, but it started doing that. I do think that it does it, so there it is again. So in the video, at least, it's doing it more frequently than the Titan. So it's really frustrating because super frequently here on this one. So it's really frustrating because I did intend to give this to my dad as a gift. And honestly, up until this video, it was only happening maybe once every 20, 50, something like that. Less frequently than the Titan. But here you can see it's happening, you know, every couple. So I don't think that it's really up to snuff for giving as a gift. So I'm pretty unhappy with both of these, to be completely honest. I don't think that it's something where, yes, these are $30 knives, but I don't think that it's something that should be expected. You know, they cut back on the cost in different things, right? So the coating is a lower quality than the anodization on the Shift and the Micro Incursion, certainly a lower quality feel on both of them, but particularly on the Titan. The general build construction is a lot lower. You can see that those don't meet perfectly. Those two handle sides, same deal here. And then, you know, the steel, obviously, I don't even to be completely honest, remember what the steel is on these. It might be D2 on this and 8CR13 MOV. I'm not sure, maybe AUS 8, but it doesn't really matter too much because it's not a high-end steel, certainly compared to the 154 CM, which is not a super steel, but definitely a higher-end steel on this, and the 20 CV on this, and I have another axial with S30V. So the steel is lower end, the handle construction is lower end, the coating is lower end. On the Lightning, you can see the grind lines really easily. I don't know how well you can see that in the video, but you can see it in person really easily. All of that, I think, is where the savings and cost should be, not in the action. You know, it should work, right? So it shouldn't be bouncing off of the tracks and failing to, you know, go back into the handle safely. At this point, maybe this one is the better of the two. It's hard to tell. Certainly shouldn't do that, right? Because then if you go to use the knife, you know, you can't use it. You have to drop it back down in. Now, you know, the truth is it's not that hard to fix this. As you can see, you just throw the blade back out and it's good to work again, but it just shouldn't happen. I don't think even on these $30 knives, you should have that issue that frequently. Certainly not as frequently as the Lightning Elite has in this video. So I'm disappointed in the purchase. I do think that the higher end knives, if you can, you know, pay the price, they are certainly, I mean, what, like 6 times the price, something like that. But, you know, made in the USA, better materials, much better construction, and they work, right? And if they don't work, the company will probably fix it for you. Now, the dealer that I bought these from did say that I can return them, which at this point I probably will. I was considering giving this one to my dad still as a gift because it was working better before making this video than it is in the video, but I will probably return them, and I don't really recommend either of these, to be honest. Hopefully there are budget-friendly out-the-front knives that are available. I'm not aware of them because the Lightning is definitely the most recommended of budget out the front knives. But I'll keep an eye out. I do want to have some more, automatic knives now that they're being decriminalized to carry. But I guess if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Comment if you've had good experiences with other models or with these, and I'll definitely try to check them out. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe, click the bell, and select all so you know when I post new videos. Check out my other social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Knife Thoughts, and my website, knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives like these and knife-related topics. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.